Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dark Souls 3. Hello, cheers, whatever. I'm wearing new stuff, and that is because, as requested by chat, I'm now using the Chaos Astora Greatsword plus 6. Apparently, that was what I previously had as raw, but now, with it being Chaos, we may have a better scaling with Faith and Int. It seems like well, if I remember correctly, when I leveled it up just now, it had a B scaling with Faith and Int, which is better for us here. Also, lots of people requesting that we switch back to our old Pyromancy and level up Attunement, both of which I can certainly understand the desire for. I know there's another, like, cleric up here that I saw last time, so I just want to roast him before he gets away. Beautiful. Oh god, the camera. But yeah, we're in the dragon barracks here. Just trying not to get roasted by these guys. How's it going? Well, we haven't really had too many opportunities to fight them. If I had to guess, I'd imagine you could probably parry these guys, but I'm not sure how much I want to, you know, scare the lion. Oh god. I had them. I had them within my grasp. And then I let him slip away. I think we, based on the fact that we haven't fought a boss, at least in a little while here, we're probably approaching another one pretty soon. I know there's some optional areas, by the way. People have been like, hey, psst, go back to this area, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, there must be an optional area down there. And also people saying, you know, hey, you missed some illusory walls. I'll go back and check those out probably at some point. Inevitably, there will come a boss that I get stuck on. And we will have to, you know, at least go back and do a little bit of exploration for exploration's sake, you know? Okay, you gotta aim a little bit better than that, my man. Oh, it's the wrong time to put resin on your weapon, because I am gonna make sure you ain't getting no res. That's, you know, resurrection. Back up in your ass with the resurrection. Yo, your dude's already dead here, so yeah, you accomplished nothing. We got a sunlight medal and some large titanite. If that actually brought him back to life, I would have been very disappointed. Okay, second cleric is dead. This guy's just walking around in a circle. Good start. I'll take it. He's gonna be pissed, is my guess. These guys having sunlight medals is very interesting. Maybe these are former Dark Souls 1 players. Well, I mean, there are probably sunlight medals in this, considering that, there is that Warriors of Sunlight Covenant, of course, a referential to Solaire. Lothrignite leggings and large Titanite shard. Okay. Again, for lore, I'm not your guy in Dark Souls. That would be Epic Name Bro, or Vadividia, all these European A's, I got no idea. We got an Ember. And we're making progress. We still got 5 Estus. Didn't get hit there. So Bloodstain. 12,000 souls. Not a ton, but not an insignificant amount either. That's where we dropped down from. So I'm assuming we got to go up the stairs here. Let's see what awaits us. Okay. I think that's the room we came from, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, I was just gonna... pardon me. I was just gonna say, please don't have a fog wall, like, right next to us. But perhaps we do have a boss fight immediately. It's not that I don't want to fight a boss. It's rather just that I was hoping to get some more easy mobs to kind of, you know, cut my teeth on here. But let's do some exploration in this area. Rusted coin. Holy shit, it's not a mimic. Titanite scale. Always good to have. We need chunks to level up the greatsword. This is a ladder. Did I not die up here? I ran up here and then died. Why did I die up here? Just trying to get a feel for what we're looking at. The gravitas of the area. Red Tearstone Ring. Boosts attacks when HP is low. I don't know if it's any good, but I do recognize the name from Dark Souls 1. Come on. Come on. You know these are illusory walls. That's not a load-bearing window. I took a weekend home inspection class once, and there's no way that window would fly. I think we got... Oh, you know what? Were we not toxic? We need to unlock the shortcut, I guess, to make that happen. I think we might have been toxic, and then we died on that, or maybe that was in the Maybe that was in the garden? Maybe that's the shortcut that opens up between this and the garden? I have no idea. Another sunlight metal. This kind of looks like the altar that Solaire had. You hear that? You hearing this? I don't like that very much at all. This kind of looks like the area that Solaire hung out in Dark Souls 1, behind the bridge with the red drake. I was gonna say the Twilight Drake, but I'm pretty sure that's just from Hearthstone. So there's you know, some kind of boss fight here. We can also run across this row. Oh my god! Like, I mean, I expected to get hit. I didn't expect to get hit that hard. Alright, if these guys are going to slowly work their way over here. Still got 2 Ashen S. Oh my god! I was low enough that I thought you wouldn't be able to see me, but apparently I'm mistaken. Alright, here's the deal. You shoot, I move. Watch out, there's gonna be, yep, bolts coming in at any moment. Okay, that felt really good. I'm gonna take a second to Ashen Estus. Hopefully not get hit by a bolt from below at that point. Keep them both guessing. Good AoE on that. Okay. What's going on in this area then? Leaning on pyromancy has been very, very useful for me in this hellish area. Dude, this is illuminated. There's no way one of these is not an illusory wall. I refuse to believe. Okay. I'm now starting to believe. This area that we're going down here, I think is going to put us near the second dragon. I don't know if that dude is already dead or if he's just sleeping or what's going on, but at least we're doing some exploration. The Knight's Ring, which is this one, increases strength. Ring engraved with a portrait of a knight increases strength. In Lothric, the knight has long been considered one of the 3 pillars of the king's rule and were thus allowed to rear dragons. Well, maybe if the dragons are okay with it. You know, you got a statue awaiting you in there. Oh, I'm not sure if I like this. But to be honest with you, 2 casts of this, a quick Ashen Estus, and then another cast of this. You know what? Just knock him out. Oh, Jesus. What have I done? Don't rush me. Don't rush me, bro. Heal up here. Another large Titanite shard. Sadly, I don't really need this at all. Not a mimic? More Titanite scales. I don't know if I'm going to pray at the altar of sunlight just yet. Let's open the door first, just in case this is some sort of weird shortcut. I don't know if it's a shortcut, but we've done it. Let's pray at the altar of sunlight. We got praise the sun. Oh god. Offer sunlight medals. Take both of them. There you go, team. Covenant allegiance deepened. But I'm not part of this covenant. I know where to get to be part of this covenant, but sure. Obviously, is the Dark Souls tradition. No, sorry, don't test. Get Legion etiquette out of here. Praise the sun. Wonderful. Really shows off the physical form that we've been working on our whole lives. Will we live if we drop down here? I mean, it certainly seems like no, right? Great start. It's only 19,000 souls. Could be worth trying. Fuck it, let's do it. It hurt me a great deal. Okay. Bad start. Maybe I'm just happy to be down here. Braille, Divine Tome of Lothric. What's up with this guy? Is that just a statue? This is where the dragons were. Okay. I mean, I really don't want to die to this asshole. Would we? Almost certainly. You know what? This is a great opportunity to just... I know we're close to a bonfire, But I'm going to just use a homeward bone. They're 200... we'll go to the shrine, and then I'll equip my normal pyromancy. But they're like 200 souls each. I'm not going to sweat it. I also feel like I'll probably consider popping some boss souls while I'm back here. Just to get some more levels. Possibly. We can at least get one level. Apparently, you're at your strongest when intelligence and faith are balanced, which is really unfortunate, because I leveled one way further than the other one. Attunement gives you more FP. Actually raises it not insignificantly, but I'm going to go for the damage from faith first. Gives us like an extra 1% damage. It's not very much at all, but it's something, I suppose. Are we going to crunch souls to level up? People will be real mad about it. We're going to put a Great Chaos Fire Orb there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Great Chaos Fire Orb. And then we're going to travel back. At least we banked a level. Here, I just want to look. Let's look at some souls that I am never going to end up using on this character. Begin transposition. So, Crystal Sage. From the Crystal Sage, you can make a sorcery and a rapier. I'm not going to be using those. The Old Demon King, we've already gotten Chaos Bed Vestiges. Have we not used his soul then? We must have used his soul. Yeah, we don't have... Wait, did I already pop the Crystal Sage's option here? I did. Oh, well. You know what? We're getting probably pretty close to the end of the game here. Might want to consider... Just start small here. Don't use the blue ones. The blue ones look cool. Soul of Pontiff Sullivan. Yes, use it. 12,000. That's nothing, man. Soul of a Demon. A demon is always going to get popped. 20,000. Heck yeah. Give me another level here. Kind of a jack of all trades, master of none here, but... Sure, give me 2 more levels of that. Probably would be best to invest in maybe endurance first, considering the greatsword takes so much stamina to actually use, but... I'm not a clever man. Isn't that right, Ruka? Isn't that right, Ruka? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, are you here to keep me company as I deal with the despair of Dark Souls? It says a little bit. It says a little bit. A little bit. I really feel like my problem with Dark Souls 3 right now, and this is obvious, but it's also endemic of a blind playthrough, or indicative, I should say, of a blind playthrough, is the fact that I don't have a good weapon. And I actually have kind of a precedent of doing that in the Souls games. Unfortunately, like in Dark Souls 1, I think I beat like the time I didn't use the Drake sword, I beat like 80% of that game with the axe +6 or something, if I remember correctly. Well, maybe not +6, could have gotten like +10 or something like that, and then it ascended. I can't remember how the bullshit ascendance worked in that game. Ascendancies? You get the idea. Alright, so the Great Chaos Fire Orb does less damage, but it staggers. Oh, and it makes the creep. Right, okay. A better creep, maybe? Or just a creep in general? I don't know. I am going to go fight the boss, but I figured we should, if possible, try to kill these guys. Okay, yeah, I appreciate... Oh, Lord, that was dangerous. I appreciate the stagger here, for sure. You also get way more casts out of this. Like, I don't know what these moves that you're doing are, but more power to you if you're enjoying them. We got, like, the full set of Lothric Knight armor there. And then, yeah, you can't go up that way. There's no ladder. Can we kneel at this altar? Whose altar is this? Whose altar is it anyway? It's not gonna... That show's never gonna catch on. So I'm operating under the assumption that this is a boss fight right here. But admittedly, I could be wrong. But, you know, it seems regal enough to be a boss fight. You know, we're surrounded by weird-ass... Apparently it's pronounced wyverns, not wyverns. I've said wyverns my whole life. I thought maybe it was just a British thing to say, excuse me? Dragon Slayer armor? To say, wyverns, but apparently not. Oh! Yo. Is Ornstein the Third. Oh, he did not take as much damage as I would have liked him to take there. And he does a lot more damage than I'd like him to do. Okay, run. Ashen Estus at all opportunities. I got... Oh, God. Yeah, that's bad. But, you know, to be honest with you, it didn't go that badly to start with. I mean... at first I thought we were going to fight a dragon, and I was like, oh shit, camera problems. And I'm like, oh, thank God, it's just an enormous giant with a sword and a shield. That's like Dark Souls 101. I'm not saying we're going to roast his candy ass like it's a, you know, candied ham or something like that. I'm just saying, like, we should have maybe a better framework with which to understand this boss, because I've fought him many times. So I put some yellow bug pellets in here. We could always ember up, maybe. Was that Ornstein, or is the Dragon Slayer armor just kind of like a... It's a trope in Dark Souls. I don't know. Again, I'm not the lore guy, and this area seems positively steeped in lore, which puts me at a little bit of a tizzy, I suppose. But Mathis is creaming his jeans in here. I don't mind using like a full Estus flask to kill that guy and that guy, and then this guy honestly should not require it, because okay, well, maybe I'll have to use a full heal, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, but. Just kill him. Grab this. Large Titanite shard. Titanite shard. Kind of works. That's Bob Sagat from Street Fighter right there. Is that a... I'm looking for illusory walls in, like, every place that I can see now. Probably open with an Ashen Estus. Get your yellow bug pellets ready. It's a boss fight that I may actually understand. Time to find out. I hate that this dude is, you know, dragon slaying here. If he really wants to impress me, he should become a wyvern slayer. It still doesn't sound right. I even looked it up, I have to say. Because people are going to be like, I always thought it was wyvern. Like, you can think it's wyvern. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought it was wyvern. I looked it up. Everything on the internet says wyvern. I checked some YouTube videos. They said wyvern. I said, oh, that's just one person's opinion, you know? It's not. It's science. Starting to think that maybe could be advantageous for us to have our shield out. We kind of attack slowly here, though. But you know what? We're not doing, like, an insignificant amount of damage. I am starting to feel the burn of having low stam, for sure. That was almost extremely painful. It's the multi-hit combos. If I can keep myself away from that multi-hit combo, I'm okay. Ah! Always trying to roll a little too soon. Oh, we've done it! We've wounded him, and now he's become a tornado. I might be a little incorrect about the lore here. Estus. Keep in mind, this is our unembered attempt, so it's actually going, in my opinion, pretty well right now. Don't get close to me. Please don't stand so close to me by the police. Oh, okay, great. Apparently there's dragons that fly by halfway through this fight, and they say, you know who I'm allied with? Should I ally with the guy trying to kill the Dragon Slayer, or should I ally the Dragon Slayer? Well, why would we be concerned about it? We're not Dragon Slayers, we're wyverns. Stop moving. I'm dead. But you know what? We got extremely close there. I would not be surprised if... Well, I'm not going to say in the next attempt, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the next... if in this video we're actually able to kill this boss. I think I'm going to ember up. So we'll go... We got 12 of them. That's not so bad. Ember up. We'll still use the lightning bug pellet. I think I'm going to run past these enemies just to save Estus. But they might be fast enough to make me regret that. But I think we got a good shot here. If I could go back and rebuild my my Pyromancer character, by the way, I would do so. I would spec real hard in the early game into melee, and by melee I guess I mean vitality, endurance, and either strength or dex. And then I would go faith and int once we actually beat the old Demon King, and I think that would be advantageous for us. Advan, Fantasia, Barrino. American Idol Season 4, Season 3 winner? Runner-up? I can't remember. Just run through the fire, please. He telegraphs his attacks pretty nicely. That's not going to stop me from getting hit by a lot of them. Okay, I would say the first Estus Flask, little bit of a whiff here. That's beautiful. Yeah, I had a feeling he wouldn't get close enough there. When he has his shield up, his feet are shielded apparently, and he takes a lot less damage. Okay, great time to use an Ashen Estus. Yeah. Good stuff, team. Yeah, I was... Oh, no! What? He knocked me off back. He knocked me into Darkroot Garden with that swipe. That's not okay. This reminds me of, like, Double Dragon Riders or something like that in Dark Souls 2. Well, I mean, you know what? First off, I should say, spoilers. Dark Souls 2 is not absurdly old. I mean, it's a fair assumption to make that if you're playing Dark Souls 3 or watching Dark Souls 3, you may have some experience with Dark Souls 2, but I'm going to spoil a fairly late but fairly inconsequential from a story perspective Dark Souls 2 boss. It reminds me a little bit of the Double Dragon Riders fight in the sense that this guy seems to have some asshole moves, but as compared to, you know, a lot of the bosses that you come across, like as soon as you see Pontiff Sullivan, you're like, ah, shit. It's one of these type of bosses. It's, you know, double sword aggro man who also has some kind of magical ability to make me hate him. Should get in there as soon as possible. When you see this guy, you're like, it's just a big old sword and shield man. Doesn't mean he's not difficult, you know, everybody's hard in their own way. I got 0 souls back, which means I lost 19,000 souls at some point in our interaction here. But I'm not going to sweat that too much. Almost got me. There you go. Try to pick your moment a little better. We got lucky, very, very lucky to get out of that without getting hit. I might have had to pay for the cast, but that's so much better than the potential alternative. There you go. Getting baited into a large attack. He then promptly destroyed me as well. I'm gonna try to wait, yeah, until this exact moment to heal up, because I'll get a brief window to do so. I really thought I'd be out of the range of that. At least my heal worked. Just heal up, dude. Yep, that was a terrible decision on our part. Oh, okay. Getting worse. This is a necessary growth period. It's a necessary period that happens when you're playing Dark Souls bosses blind. You go, oh, that guy's pretty easy. Oh, I almost killed him, and then you die 9 times, and then you go, oh, what was so bad? That guy's simple. I really feel like the Great Chaos Fire Orb is getting the job done. I'd like to cast it faster, which I believe is with Dex, but it's not that worth it. One thing we could do is, and one thing we probably should have done ages ago, is throw green blossoms at it. That way, at least, you know, we are still going to expend our endurance, or our stam, I guess is the property of the endurance traits, and then we'll be able to hold our shield up and, you know, dodge a little faster, cast a little faster. And cast another little Great Chaos Fire Orb, baby. And cast another Great Chaos Fire. Okay, it only works for you if you're a good singer. I'm not a good singer. And I recognize that. I take no shame in it. In the whole scheme of things, in this crazy thing called life, you know, most people are only good at a couple of things. You can't be good at everything. I should say most people are only great at a couple of things. And you might be saying, what about, you know, Timmy Farkas? He's got the #1 score in grade 6 math, and he's the high school soccer coach. That doesn't make any sense. Fucking Timmy Farkas, man. Don't compare yourself to Timmy Farkas, okay? You're better than that. Well, this is certainly going better. Ashen Estus. He's like 60% dead, and I haven't been touched. But if I get hit twice, I die, so... There's a slight trade-off there. Watch out for the freaking Dragon Slayer that comes through here. I can't believe the Dragon Slayer is a friend of the dragons. I am correct in assuming that's bullshit, though, right? I'm just waiting for all the comments. Hey, scum fucker. Dragons aren't wyverns or wyverns. A wyvern is actually a subclass of the family drake, you know? It could be a subclass of Sly and the Family Stone for all I care. I think that they're the same thing. You know that this is all made up. Regardless, J.R.R. Tolkien, in between jerk-off sessions, wrote the encyclopedia of these monsters. It's one man's imagination is another man's treasure, is another man's trash, is another man's Dark Souls 3. Don't even act, oh, that's rude, in between jerk-off sessions. Yo, everything in life is in between jerk-off sessions. It might be just the sessions are far apart, or they could be very close together. Another thing we could do is completely get rid of the sword, go for, you know, Dancer of the Boreal Valley approach to this. Put on our heaviest armor. This never hits. I don't know why I throw that every time. At least we get him on the creep, sort of. It's a 3-hit attack. We got very lucky to get out of the way of that one. First things first, HP. You know, FP, that comes in time. Ah, that was a nasty one. No, not yet. I'm not ready. Alright, he's doing some bullshit attacks. Just gain some distance. Throw some fireballs of the Great Chaos variety. He's gonna be pissed. You could probably hit him with another juicy one there. Now, I do want to get FP back, but it can wait till we're a little safer. See, like, this distance I'm comfortable with. I knew that was going to happen, but in my head, I was like, I don't want to believe. Oh, absolute horseshit. Yo, fuck you, you wyvern bastard. Oh, I'm pissed beyond belief. I gotcha. Stop shooting shit over here. I'm fighting your murderer, I think, but I'm a little bit ignorant of fantasy lore, so I don't fully understand what's happening. Music's pretty epic, man. Yeah, we got crushed. I need to land like one shot. I don't even want to Estus. Oh! How does it feel? 1 in 7, baby! 1 in 7! Soul of a Dragon Slayer's armor. You crazy for this one? We did it, team. Making progress. Well, this area looks positively subterranean. Alright. Travel back to Firelink Shrine. We're at least gonna pick up 1 level. I knew, like, that doesn't feel like that much of an accomplishment. That feels like the boss they give you before they give you the boss that everyone complains about on the forums. It goes, oh, From Software, what were you thinking? This is the Iron Golem before you fight Ornstein and Smo. That's my prediction here. Did we get any other souls except for boss souls? No. Okay, level up. Talk to me. Oh, we can actually get 2 levels anyway. We'll take 2 levels of faith. Look, it's not much, but I'll take it. For now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.